I was an Air Force pararescueman. So the very Air Force combat search and rescue personnel that you see actually performing this rescue operation, that's what I trained to do, and that's what I did. And so with firsthand knowledge of how absolutely crushing it could be to the mission for obviously the second airman for information to be known. Because if you've got a small CSAR force that is planning an operation to go get this airman, and then all of a sudden the fact that this airman is missing, which is classified information, is leaked, now the Iranians know to go start looking for him. I think that's why we ended up with, instead of just a small package, which is what picked up the pilot in the beginning, you ended up with, intel tells me there was over 200 JSOC operators on the ground. They essentially had to assault that mountain in order to get this guy back.
Yeah, I was told SEAL Team 6 was involved as well. You had over 200 personnel, as you mentioned, aircraft out the wazoo. Now, this guy's on the ground. You have intimate knowledge of when you're evading an enemy force. What's going through his mind? How did he, I mean, boy, he's really the hero in all of this because he managed to stay away from the Iranians. How hard a task was that?
I have to imagine it was an extremely difficult task. From the information we know, I've heard that he moved over 5 miles, climbed to the top of, I believe it was a 7,000-foot mountain to find a place to hole up and evade capture. Had he been captured, obviously he would have been used as a pawn on the chessboard. The Iranians, God knows what they would have done. They maybe would have traded him. It would have been an earlier ceasefire under terms we didn't want. But we know that the Iranians aren't going to treat him as well as we would treat their own people. So the fact that he evaded capture was really the key thing in all of this, because if he would have been captured, this whole conversation that you just had about this ceasefire would have been a very, very different outcome.